It's a beautiful morning here on a Saturday, and we're going to go into Camino Verde neighborhood and these other places. So welcome back to the channel. Namaste, namaskar, good morning, buenos dias, ¿cómo están? How are you? Just to let you know, remember that this channel is about vegetarian food, because I'm a vegetarian, about spiritual stuff, you know, yoga, meditation, mudras, mantras, life experiences, travel, even though I'm not traveling anywhere right now. But if you want to see travel videos that I made in India, Nepal, in Spain, in London, England, Miami, Florida, Mexico, they're all on the channel. Just look it up. Right now, mostly I'm focusing these days on people who are decent folks and who want to live here because they're soon to be pensioners, or they have early retirement at the age of 45 or 50, and you're decent folks and you want to live here. So I'm showing you this. And if you ever need any kind of help in terms of relocating to this part of the world, in terms of Envigado, Medellin, Sabaneta here in the Medellin metro area, or if you want to be up there on the mountains on the other side in Oriente Antioqueño, which is close to Medellin, and the furthest town out that is still nice for pensioners to live in is called El Carmen de Viboral, and by car it's about an hour's drive. So this area, they call it Camino Verde, as you see here. So I am that person if you need my services, but for now I'm your boots on the ground. I am your man on the street or here in these places and showing you so you can get a bird's eye view, a nice appreciation of what these places have to offer you. I also do mountain biking videos, but I haven't done any recently in the last month or so, and hiking, and I'm just waiting for my GoPro to get fixed, and I think this is one of the last videos I will make with this phone because it's really old. Now, if you're interested in more of not a residential area in terms of a bunch of little houses, everything like in the previous videos, like in the San Jose neighborhood or Barrio Mesa neighborhood, Barrio's neighborhood, or El Dorado or Alcalá in terms of Envigado, or even Medellin in terms of Los Colores. This area is one of the nice places because it's really flat in general, and if you're a senior citizen already and you want to do still a lot of walking, but not on hills, not hilly like where those tower blocks are, that's another neighborhood. But that neighborhood is basically just all very high-rise apartment buildings, and they're all gated, and in terms of houses too, in gated communities, and it's all uphill. It's really steep, or quite steep, and it's not really good for your people who are senior citizens. This is one of the gated communities of apartment buildings. These are about 7 floors, so they have elevators and they have private parking. These are the houses here. This is a gym right here. I don't know if this is the gym for the university, and you have to be a university student only. Yeah, I think it's just for university students, but maybe you can join the gym too. I don't know. It's not the Smart Fit. It's called Fit Wheel or something. Why university? Because the university is here, Universidad de Envigado. Yeah, this is part of the university. I see there's this Institución Universitaria de Envigado. It's a university institution of Envigado. So that gym belongs to the university. Let me ask. Yeah, I just asked the security guard here, and he said, yeah, this is only for the university, that gym. And this is one of the old things, because this used to be part of the Coltejer factory here where they did textiles, and they kept that building as a memory of it. But all of that now is the University of Envigado. So here you have houses in this area. So if you want a gym, you have to go out of the way, because you're not going to be able to get into that gym. So you see all that up there. That's a video for the future that I'm going to be making, but that's on the other thing, and it's all uphill if you really like a more luxury and an area, but the shops are not going to be like a block away. You really have to do a lot of walking or get in your vehicle. So as gated communities, what it is that you have a entry point, an exit point, and with armed security guards, and nobody gets in or out unless they're announced. And as you see, the houses are 2 floors. It's called Camino Verde de los Naranjos, and There you go. Let's keep going. I used to come walking around here when I was living with my mother. And I used to come walking around here a lot with my doggie that I gave up in adoption because I couldn't keep her because I was leaving the country and she couldn't go back to the country house because she was attacked by other dogs there, by some of our other dogs, Saraswati. And we used to do this walk almost every day until she stopped coming out. And this part is new. They built up here. Last time I was here, they were just building it, so they built this area and this road to connect from the upper part of Rosellón. And this building was built also recently. See, people, seniors, having their morning walk. And there's great public transportation. You see the metro buses right there. I almost fell. So easy access if you don't buy a car, you live in here. And like I said, these are gated communities. The parking garage is down there below usually. And people walking their dogs. Voila. And this is called Camino Verde del Bosque. This one right here. And this is the visitor parking. They got a swimming pool right over there. And all of that. So nice little gated communities. And the Ayura Creek is right over there. Show it later. Or if you're going to the city and you want to go like to Poblado Avenue, you can catch that bus. One is Poblado Avenue, and I think the other one might be Las Vegas Avenue. They have an apartment building complex that they're promoting called Prana, like the energy in Hinduism. Prana, life force. And here's the creek. And it's canalized or whatever, canaled. Whatever, I forgot how you call that word. There you go. Many more apartment building or tower block gated communities here, as you can see. So a lot of people prefer to live in these gated communities. This is a dead end street. There's dead ends up there, but I'm just going to show you this part. Got plenty of apartment building gated communities. Escarlata. Buenos días. Está bonito el perrito. ¿Cómo se llama? Kia. Kira. Oh, está muy bonita. Gracias, colega. ¿Usted de aquí? So I just finished talking to Liviano. He's Italian. He's married to a Colombian woman. That's his doggie, Kira. And he lives in this area, but I didn't want to show his face. And we had a nice chat, and he's very happy here. And he says he loves it down here. Because previously, him and his wife, they've been living here for 15 years now, but his wife is Colombian. And that they were living at Alto del Escobedo in a gated community of houses called St. Louis, but in Spanish is San Luis. And they have their vehicle and everything, but his wife drives. And he said they had to go very far to get groceries and stuff because it's all the way up there in a very rural area of Envigado. And it's very high end, very expensive. But they have the money, but he said we prefer to come back down here to live in this area. And they live right around here. And he's 76, and he's Italian, and he's happy living here in this area that I'm showing you. But I didn't want to put him on camera because I just respect that in general. And I know a lot of people don't want to be on camera. But one of these days I'll get some people that will be willing to talk on camera that speak Spanish or English or whatever. And look, he's got this at his disposal. If he wants to come to Surtimax, it's a small supermarket chain. And you can get your groceries here. You don't have to go far. Come out of your apartment building and go for a walk if you got a doggy. And we're just going up this way and see some more. And Liviano did say one thing: don't get an apartment that is facing this avenue right here because this is very transited now. A lot of traffic because they're developing the area all the way up towards El Salado more these days. They're just making more apartment building complexes and housing, like houses in gated communities as well, but mostly apartments. So if you want more peace and quiet, but you can hear the creek right over there flowing down. This is a cheaper residential area here, but they're building more stuff up there. This one right here is a little cheaper, called Villa Verde, because as you can see, the finishing, the facade is very simple, but that is more extreme, more elaborate. And they have apartments up there for rent. Can't get the number from here, but if you ever want to, if you're serious, you can reach out to me. Kind of like that old MCI commercial or Sprint, or was it AT&T? Reach out and touch someone, or just reach out to me. I provide my services. You can find my email on my channel page in my profile description area. So yeah, you see people, a lot of people that are elderly now are living in this area. They like it. It's safe, it's green, it's fresher, cooler, and clean. And a lot of people on the weekend, they love to go mountain biking. Buenos dias. And women and men, couples, or elderly couples, some young people too, but I've seen people that are 50s and 60s mountain biking like that guy, but you couldn't see his face, and they go all the way up to the Salado National Park, or local park, whatever they call it, El Salado. Now for some senior citizens this might be a little steep, but if you still have the energy, cool. And Liviano 76. This is another project that they are promoting, 2 different apartment building complexes. There goes the phone number. You can check them out. And it says there that 1 to 3 bedroom apartments, 64 square meters, and the other one up to 69 square meters. And the website is constructorcapital.com. Whatever. Constructoracapital.com. I'll leave it in the description box. If I forget, just let me know. Now, these are the houses that have been here for 35, 40 years from the local blue-collar workers. And they're not selling, they're not going anywhere. And they're nestled amongst all these tower blocks, gated communities and all. And some of them even offer some services. Like, I don't know. Look at that little house. And they spruced it up a little bit. Every time I come walking by here, and you've seen it, maybe 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, this little house that I recorded, very nice. And there's a little creek right here just coming down. There goes another person doing their not mountain biking, just regular cycling. Here come another couple, they just did their exercise. But the guy should be wearing a helmet. Please wear a helmet if you're riding a bike, motorcycle, whatever. You have more communities up that way, but my walk is taking me this way, and they have more stuff being offered, like tierragrata.co. You can check them out on their website, and more people doing mountain biking. That's a gal, and her boyfriend is somewhere behind, or maybe not. This is supposed to be a designated bus stop now. They're starting to enforce this or promote it, that people don't just stop the bus anywhere, and that's like a bus stop here. And remember, I was talking about navigating with Nana. Please do check out her channel on YouTube. She's living up in El Retiro. She's a senior citizen, 67 years old, and she's got a lot of informative videos about an expat who just came to live here a year ago, back in 2024, and all that she's doing to really integrate well with living in Colombia. And she bought a condo there in El Retiro, which is a township or municipality that borders Envigado, but towards the east. I will leave the link to her channel in the description box below, so please do check out Navigating with Nana. And if you want to check out Medellin Buzz, Andrew, Medellin Buzz, B-U-Z-Z, check him out. Life with David, they've been living here for a while, for a long time, not as long as I have. I mean, that's true, not as long as I have, because they said it themselves. And you can check out A-K Joel's Colombia. I'll leave their links, the names to their channels. They're promoting this as well here, Tierra Grata, Camino Verde. This whole sector is called Camino Verde, and that's what they're planning to build. It's always cheaper, in case you don't know, to buy an apartment on paper before they break ground. It's a lot cheaper. They're looking to sell, and you can, buy that. And if you got the cash, or it's better sometimes to do it through a bank and get the whole mortgage going. And this is like a little houses that have been here before, all these buildings, basically. And here they sell natural juices in the morning on the weekend. Salpicón, which is with fruits or ice cream, of course, natural juices, breakfast and lunch. They got home delivery in case you want the domicilio, means home delivery service. And if you want to come here and just chill for a little while, it's not open just yet, but there you go. So all those people that I mentioned are basically expats, except for Andrew. He was born in Bogota and went to live in the United States when he was a child in Southern California with his mom and dad. And then he came back to Colombia in 2010. If you want to know his story, just follow Medellin Buzz. He's got his own digital marketing business or whatever it is with 8 or 10 employees. And the YouTube thing is just a side thing, a hobby, and it's making money for him too, but not representative. And he can help you also integrate into Colombia in Medellin here and be your boots on the ground. But I'm your boots on the ground in terms of showing you this. I haven't seen really videos where he's walking around, but he probably has them. There's a gym here if you want to come to a gym, and you got a D1 shop right here. All of this convenience, you don't have to go far. And a nice little cafe, bakery right here, like two little chairs, and you can sit here and have something to drink and eat. Wow, the last time I came through here 2 years ago, that was not being built when I was living with my mom before she passed away, but I was taking care of my mother. Hey kitty, beautiful kitty. Hey kitty kitty. Oh, an old doggy. Hey doggy. Hey beautiful. How you doing? They when the doggy's barking, they have a business here. Homemade ice cream. Well, not ice cream, but these type of creams with different kind of fruits. Passion fruit mixed with mango. Salpicón, which is a bunch of fruit together. Guanábana, which is another type of fruit found here in Colombia. Bitter mango and coconut. This is one of the low-income neighborhoods here, just one of the small ones that are present, and just a bunch of little houses, like a little favela or whatever you want to call it in Brazil. But everything else is being developed around it. I got a place here called Mago Burger, Mago, and they have the welcome sign in all languages there. Check it out. Do they have it in Hindi? I don't know. I don't see it. It would be cool to see Namaste or Namaskar, but they don't have it. Hello would be maybe the closest one. Hello. Like I said, a lot of bike riders come up this way because of the climb, get a good exercise in, and that guy's just taking a phone call. I mean, if you see how I'm in my exercise clothing with my tank top and all of that in my fanny pack, and here they're promoting these. This is the showroom for Rio Apartments, and that's what they're building right there, if I'm guessing it right. And they got the showroom here, but it's not open at this hour. Here's another little creek. It looks super clean. I wouldn't go drinking the water though at this point. And it links up right here with the Ayura Creek, which is the bigger one, and that goes into the Medellin River down at the bottom of the valley. Another lady doing her mountain bike on a trek and doing her exercise today. And they got a street gym here if you want to do some exercise like with weights. They have it here next to the police station, and there goes the police station right there, so you're pretty safe. And they got all these weights if you want to do weights and all that. And like I said, the Metro bus serves, so if you don't have a vehicle and you need to get around, it's easy access to the Metro, or to go down to the park, and then coming back up, you just got to get the bus that brings you up to the Chingui neighborhood area, Camino Verde, basically, and they'll take you up this way. Well, when you need a tow truck for your tow truck, who do you call? And you can see the creek is coming down from the mountain through that. It's a bunch of creeks that formed together at one point to become Ayura. Ecological mural. A little kiddie park here for the locals and all that, but sometimes some other people use it in the wrong way. I'm not going to say what. It's evident, and I can smell it. Ugh. They are developing the area, and they're putting up these bus stop stands, or whatever you want to call them, where you can get shelter from the rain. The gated community, the entrance here for Camino de las Aguas. There go the cops, motorized, patrolling. one of the old school houses here. And they got a little business right here. They offer orange juice, selling Creole eggs and waffles for breakfast if you're coming around here. Ice cream for your doggy. Petunia, is that you, Petunia? Hey, Petunia. This is the name of the place. Very nice and simple. And something that is very typical of Colombians is obleas. This kind of thing looks kind of like a dosa, and with sweets inside, like sweet stuff and maybe a little, yeah, sweet stuff. And this is the traditional salpicón in a very nice presentation with different fruit and ice cream and barquillo. And there goes Prana. We're gonna end the video up there. I had the intention of keeping these videos very short, but I don't know, I'm just showing a lot of stuff, and I love talking to give you as much information and stories as I can. So, you know, what can I say? That's just me. It's just rapping Rodney. No, I mean, it's just rapping Eddie. I'm out of sight, or out of my mind. So, I'm going to talk about this and end the video. Prana say they have the last units available. This was not even here 2 years ago when I left, almost 2 years ago when I left to India. They were just starting to build up one part. If you see one of the videos I made here, they were just making that little part right there. They hadn't even gone up. And there's two big tower blocks. That one's already finished. That one is not finished yet because basically there's nobody living in there except for maybe somebody up there in the balcony, maybe just talking about the finishing touches they're giving to the thing. And these 3 floors you see right here are parking for the owners and private, I mean for the owners, and the visitor parking lot is somewhere in there. And if you want to contact them, the phone number is 310-444-9013 for more information. Prana. And that's it. From here on out, they don't have any more developments right now in terms of apartment building complexes. Not that I know of, because if you keep going up that way and come to a roundabout up at the top and then go left, that's where the hiking for people who like to do hiking starts, up there with ancestral paths and all. So basically that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll let you go now. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not asking for anything because it's not necessary anymore in terms of asking for a subscription. It doesn't matter to subscribe to the channel. That's not really important. It's how many people keep coming back and like the videos. And that's it. Just share this with expats that are thinking about Medellin, Colombia, or Envigado, Colombia. And I'm one of those people, boots on the ground, whatever. Anyhow, I hope you're enjoying life and you're feeling healthy and happy and doing the things you want to do. Kind of like basically